Hey guys, it's Sydney, and today we'll be talking about the Drake and Kendrick beef. Well, the Drake and Rick Ross beef, the Kendrick and J. Cole beef, the Drake and Metro Boomin beef, the Drake and Future. We're gonna be talking about all the beefs, okay? I'm not gonna go into in deep depth because I don't care. Like, honestly, I do not care about what happened with Drake and Future. I don't care about what happened with Drake and Metro. I really don't care. But that BBL Drizzy beat goes crazy. Like, when I heard it, I was like, okay, I like the beat. And let me start off by prefacing that on this channel, I'm known as an avid Drake hater, but I've never thought there would be a day. I don't think there would be a day that I would be defending Drake. That's how bad it has gotten. Kendrick, you look kind of insane right now because we don't know why they are mad at each other. Like, seriously, and we don't have any proof to anything that they're saying about each other. Like, that's what makes me mad. And unless I figure out what there is something deeper with this beef, I'm really just gonna be like, y'all look crazy, y'all are weird. Like, there is no way this beef started with like the song Control. Like, there's no way. Because when Control came out, I was like 4. I was like 4 or 6 years old. I'm lying. When did Control came out? Like 2011? I was in like kindergarten. I wasn't there, but I remember Poetic Justice. I remember Some Problems. I remember that. So why don't I remember this? This wasn't a smash hit or anything. Like, it did not mess with your reputation. Like, just leave it alone. It was not that serious. It wasn't. But yeah, I just think that's weird. And Rick Ross calling Drake a white boy was kind of like not that funny. The Instagram story where it was like BBL Drizzy and a nose emoji, that was funny.
BBL Drizzy called his mommy on me. But anyway, big nose. Boy, you had 25% body fat with a carved out 6-piece stock.
And when he was just going off on him, that was really funny. But like, I did not listen to the entire diss track because I don't really care. Like, I only like 3 Rick Ross songs. Like, who is listening to Rick Ross on a daily basis over the age of 25? Well, not over the age of 35, I mean. Him calling him out for getting like a nose job and calling him out for getting like ab etching is really weird because I'm like, Rick Ross, you just had gastric bypass surgery, which is not the same thing at all, but it's still a cosmetic surgery that you do to lose weight because it was hard for him to lose weight. I'm like, I understand if it's hard for you to lose weight, but don't come up here talking about somebody else's body, somebody else's plastic surgery when you got surgery done too to change the way that you look. Even if it was for health reasons, it was for health reasons and changing the way that you looked, okay? Don't be mad that he got abs etching done. The only person that had the right to call out Drake's ab etching was Megan. Like, I'm so serious. I'm not even being partial. It's just because he always speaks on women and women bodies, so a woman could call him out and be like, you got work done. This natural. You want to look like me. You want to be a bat, okay? Okay. Also, I think that it's weird that all of these men are only calling out Drake competing with women when it benefits them. Like, none of them wanted to stand up for Megan. None of them wanted to stand up for any other woman that he was attacking during this time until after the fact, until he started attacking them, started picking with them. That's weird. That's weird because if something weird is happening in front of my eyes, I'm going to be like, you're weird, and I'm not going to be around you. Like, all these people were okay with being around Drake, being the co-signing Drake until Drake did something weird to them. You're weird. You're gross. And you're sitting around here. You knew that all these things that you're alleging, you probably knew for a while. Like, you were sitting on this stuff from the beginning, and you're weird. And speaking of him being weird to women, weird to girls, Megan, she really needs to hop on the BBL Drizzy beat. Like, I could really see her going crazy with that beat, but I don't think she'll diss him again. Like, I don't think she'll diss him again. Not until like her album comes out or something. Like, I think that's when she may diss him again. And like, she's not gonna diss him while he's already down because she's like, oh, there's like 10 people dissing you. I don't gotta diss you. I already got my licks in January. I'm the one that started this. If we're being honest, Megan's the one that started it. A lot of people are saying that, but not a lot of people really understand the effect of cosplay gangsters, fake axes, posing in another man's hood like a bad bee. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? Those are all the points that all of these people made. They all made their points based off of his. I'm so serious. Like listen to all the first diss tracks. They're all talking about his surgery. Like, these men be hating on BBLs, be walking around with the same scars. Like, they all base it off of either the surgery or him being a weirdo to women. Like, that's really all you can say about Drake. But the men, when they say it, they look like hypocrites. They look like hypocrites, seriously. And I have a theory. Not only did Drake diss Meg because she wouldn't let him hit, but also for Nicki. I think he dissed her for Nicki because he started dissing Megan after she worked with Cardi B. I don't remember which exact song that he did it, because y'all know I'm not listening to Drake. I'm not listening to that. I only listen to like a few songs, and they're like songs from my childhood type beat. Like, I'm not listening to Drake. I feel like Nicki was like, oh, she weird, she did that. He was like, oh, she did that, she didn't let me hit. Okay, time to write about her, time to be messy boots. But I want to talk about the Kendrick timeline, okay? When Like That dropped, and I was just scrolling on Twitter, and they were like, Kendrick diss Drake and J. Cole. I'm like, okay, let me listen to this. Mind y'all, I am not a Kendrick Lamar fan at all. I only listen to like the most popular Kendrick Lamar fans, and that one song that's go like, oh, I think it's called ADHD. I listened to that song. I think those are the only songs I listened to by Kendrick, like literally. And when Like That dropped, I literally got up and I was like, okay, let me listen to this. The thing is, I didn't like the rest of the song other than Kendrick's verse, because I feel like Future was just like there doing what Future does, and I'm just like, and you're on a song with Kendrick Lamar, like you could tell that Kendrick was just like tagged on. Like, they were like, oh, we got this song, we're dissing Drake, and Kendrick was like, oh, let me get up, let me get my licks in. He's just like me. He's just like me. Okay, let's also talk about J. Cole. J. Cole is the realest one in this whole beef, and they don't like him because he's real. Like, that's not in his character. As someone that was like, that like grew up listening like J. Cole's like music, like when he was in his prime, like 2014 Forest Hills Drive, like it was never in J. Cole's character to start dissing. Like, he only started dissing when he got older. Like, he only started, like, I feel like the first time he, like, I remember him dissing somebody when he was dissing, like, Lil Pump and 6ix9ine because they were being corny and weird and leeching off of black culture. That's why it's, like, kind of weird that he chose to be, like, cool and up, and be up under Drake, kind of, because I feel like Drake's relationship with black culture and rap culture is so very different because he's so willing to try new things. I feel like it's often misconstrued as him being a leech and like stuff like that. Like, he was working with like British rappers and doing like the Afrobeat thing, and I feel like he was the one that took a chance on a lot of younger artists. But I think Drake took a chance with these younger artists. They would kind of be like in debt to him. We see that with The Weeknd. Like, he took a chance on The Weeknd and he like supported The Weeknd, stuff like that. But when The Weeknd signed to another label, he was like, oh, you're weird, oh, you're weird, and you're ugly, and you get played in gay clubs. Homophobia is the best thing for me right now. You're so weird. Like, you're so weird. And Metro Boomin, I got something for you, because Metro Boomin was being homophobic on Twitter and doing like this, that, and the third. And he's like, oh, we know why he know The Weeknd getting played in gay clubs. #freaky. What? I'm gonna put the tweet up because I'm just like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Like, that is not. And I get you're in rap, and I get homosexuality is like looked down upon in rap, but at the same time, you're weird. Like, all of y'all are weird. Back to J. Cole, what I was talking about immediately. And J. Cole has this character to him where he's like love and light, and he's very like rap solidarity. Like, I want to support all the rappers. I want to support the upcoming rappers and stuff like that. If I'm being honest, I would have side-eyed J. Cole if he would have continued the beef. Like, J. Cole is like a one and done, two and done type of beef. Like, if he's not going to end you in like 2 disses, then he's not going to keep going with the beef. Was that necessary? And I think the big 3 discourse was never serious. And if we're being honest, J. Cole was never in the big 3. Like, J. Cole doesn't have that much influence. I really low-key wanted to wait until it was all over to give kind of like a retrospective. It's just they keep dropping and dropping and dropping. And it's hard. Like, oh my gosh. I like Euphoria. I think Euphoria was like a good song. Like, Euphoria, like all of these songs are a good song. Meet the Grams was kind of like the worst, like sonically. Like, nobody's trying to hear that. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I was just listening to it and it just felt so dark and mean-spirited. Like, he was really angry. And I feel like what he did, I kind of, like, if I'm being honest, if somebody made me mad enough, I would do a Meet the Grams. Like, honestly, like, sometimes you just got that Meet the Grams was supposed to kill Drake. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't think he expected to have to release Not Like Us. Even though, like, he was like, if I have to, I'll release Not Like Us. And Not Like Us is the best song to come out of this whole thing. But I feel like Not Like Us was really just, like, to play in his face. Like, he was just like, oh, I'm just gonna keep taunting you, like, until you drop. Like, I'm gonna be like, oh, they not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Like, I really need, like, I can't do the jerk. But I need somebody that can do the jerk to do the jerk to that. Like, I need that. I need that really badly. I believe all of the stuff that they're dissing each other on has no basis, and I feel like they're really just saying stuff about each other. Like, I feel like Drake is using the stuff that Kendrick has already openly admitted. Like, he admitted to cheating on his wife. He admitted to he knows he got a mixed wife. Like, everybody knows Kendrick Lamar has a mixed wife, but it's just the fact that you chose to call out these things about Drake. Just because he hid his son does not mean that he was a deadbeat father. Controversial opinion. He could have been taking care of his kid the entire time. That's the crazy thing. Like, y'all don't know this stuff. Like, just because he hid his child does not mean that he wasn't taking care of his child. If I have a child and I blew up on this thing, y'all would not know I had a baby. Like, hopefully I don't have a baby. I'm just a girl. If I did, y'all would not know I had a kid. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's just something I would keep hidden. Because y'all don't need to know. Like, y'all don't need to know every single aspect of my life. Even though y'all know the stuff I like, y'all know my opinions, stuff like that, y'all don't know my stuff outside of this. And that's just how Drake took the approach. He was like, he did not need to show y'all his kid. Like, and he already has this facade of him being a playboy. A kid would not fit into the character that Drake has built for himself, his brand. Okay, and that's just as simple as that. There's nothing wrong with him having a brand. Like, that's how he sells his stuff. If we're just going off of the sheer amount of, like, songs and amount of, like, good songs that came out, I think they're kind of tied. Because that last Drake song, it was good, but it wasn't like a song that I would actually listen to. Not Like Us is a song I would listen to. Family Matters, I think I will listen to that song because it kept my attention. I will say, Meet the Grams did not keep my attention. It was just like droning. I was just like, when is this gonna end? When is this dark-sided mess gonna end? Ain't nobody trying to hear all that, grandpa. I believe that this is gonna lead to destruction of both Drake and Kendrick Lamar, because Kendrick Lamar is trying to call out Drake for being a pedophile while threatening Spotify that if they take off R. Kelly's music, a proven pedophile, he would take all of his music off. You're a hypocrite and you're weird. That's why I don't like, that's the least favorite thing about this is just because all of these men are hypocrites. All these men are hypocrites and they're acting like they're better than each other. And Kendrick Lamar is the highest culprit of this, because he's trying to exert this higher moral standing on Drake as if he's not doing the same stuff. Not the same stuff. Hopefully he's not doing the same stuff as Drake, but he's supporting people that do the same stuff as Drake. Like, you're weird. Like, R. Kelly had this whole trafficking ring. Like, he was trafficking these young girls and using them, and then you're gonna support him and be like, I'm taking my music off if you take R. Kelly's music off. I love R. Kelly. I love child rapists. You're weird. You're weird. Like, don't try to sit up here and act like you better than Drake when you was just supporting R. Kelly. The fact that y'all only bring up this stuff when it benefits you is really gross and is really performative. I think I'll stop it right here. I don't think there's going to be an end to this beef anytime soon, unless, like, somebody drops definitive evidence that Kendrick Lamar was abusing his wife, or if Drake is sexually abusing young girls. Like, that's the only way this beef will end, if somebody drops hard evidence. Because that Predator app thing, I don't know where it came from. We don't have any like actual proof or evidence to any of this stuff. And like, Drake taking Ozempic is not enough to end him. Like, everybody be taking Ozempic nowadays. Not me though, but a lot of people be taking Ozempic nowadays. That'll be all. Thank you guys so much for listening to my rant and me talk about, never in my days did I think I would be up here defending Drake. One of my first videos was what we're not bringing to 2023, and I said Drake's certified lover boy. Now I'm defending Drake in 2024. This is some sick work, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Letterboxd, both Blinded Sydney, and I will see y'all next time. Bye, guys.